Hey, everybody, it's me. Coming at you, talk about the last episode of season 28 of The Amazing Race. See if we can get through this, okay, without crying. You know me, I'm so emotional. My fan knows all how emotional I am. So, anyway, it's been quite a ride. I've enjoyed going through the season with you, episode by episode, feet by feet. I know you've all been supporting me because I wasn't on the show, and I really do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. But we've gotten to the end, and let's get to it, okay? So the last three teams: Dana and Matt, Tyler and Corey, Sherry and Cole, left China. They all flew together in premium seating. I can come back for this. Premium seating. I guess that's like first class, only you've got like a pod next to you. It was interesting. I would have felt claustrophobic, but then again, they didn't ask me to be on the show. I mean, I would have just been like, I can just fly the plane because I have a pilot's license, of course. Anyway, and they flew to Los Angeles, where typically the show ends on the west coast of the United States of North America, of the globe. And they had to find Angeles Plaza. Tyler and Corey, now's not the time to start to make some mistakes. And we made quite a mistake. Looking for the clue box, they went up about a zillion flights of stairs and then had to come back down. Meanwhile, everybody else had the clue and moved on, and then they found the clue box. They had to, okay, I mean, seriously, what was with this season with just scaring the shit out of me? Excuse me, the shoot out of me, the skunk out of me? This, I'm not going to say spunk out of me because that's really even grosser than shit. I said spunk. Sorry. You had to go to the top of a building, a skyscraper, if you will, and then walk the plank, and then leap towards your death and grab a clue, and then drop down like 350 stories. And if you didn't do it right the first time, you had to rappel down the building, go back up, and then do it again. So it was like, let's do it right the first time, guys. So it was a roadblock. It's only one person could do it. Matt did it, and he's real tall. Tall people got long legs. Long-legged people have long strides. Long-strided people can grab the damn clue the first time. He got it on the first time and got to move on with his life. Second up was Sherry. She is a little shorty. Short legs, short strides. Oh, also terrified of heights. Not as terrified as Cole, her son. She's real scared of heights. Like 80s. So 80s is feeling for you, Cher. Feeling for you up there crying. I would have been holding you crying and then also being like, if we fall, I'm going to land on you. She missed it the first time, had to do it again. Tyler, not the tallest guy. You can't say men are short because it hurts the egos. Not the tallest guy. Not the longest legs, not the longest strides. He missed the first time. Sherry, second time, got it. I mean, seriously, is your name Diana Chambers? Are you Wonder Woman? Are you the most amazing lady on the planet? She says, I've got 8 people in my family. Does that mean you have 8 kids? I'd believe it. You could have had 18 kids and still look that great, Sherry. God, good on you. Third try, Tyler. Thank you. Grab that darn ticket and let's move on with our lives. So then they had to take a helicopter to Santa Barbara. Enough with the heights. However, I do appreciate a Santa Barbara reference, having watched all of the soap opera, the NBC Channel 5 soap opera in the 80s, C.C. Capwell, Eden Capwell. I believe there was a young Robin Wright Penn on that show. Come on, Cruz Martinez. God, Santa Barbara, thank you, at least. And then they had to find a surly fisherman. And if you don't believe me that he was surly, find a clip of the show on the Teresa Ann boat. Teresa Ann, you're in a marina, probably a boat name, probably not a museum name. Cole and Sherry, what kind of museum would be called Teresa Ann? And you know, guys, I have fallen in love with you. Still, think, would there be a museum named Teresa Ann? Would it be a museum of some girl named Teresa Ann's artifacts? Was there a famous Teresa Ann that I've never heard of? Or might it be a boat? Anyway, Dana and Matt got on the boat. They Googled it. They knew it was by this museum. Found the surly fisherman. Got the clue. Moved on with their lives. It took Sherry and Cole a little bit of time. Tyler and Corey were a little bit behind. They caught up a little bit of time here. There was some shenanigans with catching a cab where Dana and Matt lost some time, and I was like, come on, guys, lose some time. My other two teams might get it. Come on, guys, lose some time. My other two teams. Keep strong. So they're all in the minivans, separate sport vans, and they have to go to Gibraltar Rock, which is apparently this cavernous, beautiful, mountainous place near Santa Barbara where, you guessed it, they had to do some crazy heights crap. What is with this season and heights? It's like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a bunch of people who are terrified of heights, and we're going to just kick the crap out of them until they are no longer afraid of heights. This time, one team member had to traverse on a rope and pulley system across a canyon, grab a half of a clue, while simultaneously lowering their rope was then lowering their partner who was rappelling down a canyon to get their half of the clue. And then the guy traversing had to pull himself back to the other side, thus pulling up the partner. Not only terrifying, not only challenging, not only you have to have some synchronization, you also have to be pretty strong. The person pulling has to have some good biceps, kind of like mine. Like, do you see this? Do you see this definition? Do you see how great that is? I could have showed it off on the show, but I didn't. Matt has some nice biceps. He got Dana down in record time, got her up. It was great. Then Sherry and Cole, they did pretty well. Tyler and Corey, they zipped right down, got that clue, and they made up some good time on that. Guys, great. On the whole, all three teams did a really good job there, though. I really have no complaints about that other than I wasn't one of those three teams. Then they had to find the Grassini family vineyards and find their next clue. This was tricky if you don't have eyes, which Dana and Matt did not have eyes for this because they were looking for a clue box. Instead, the clues were stuck in a hay bale on the back of an old-timey pickup truck right at the entrance of this vineyard. So they lost some time doing that. So now they've lost time searching for a cab. They've lost time searching for their clue. I'm like, okay, keep losing time. We might have a chance for my other two teams to get to the finale with $1 million. They got the clue, and it was the memory challenge at the end of every single season of The Amazing Race. You have to remember what city you went to, and then some sort of tricky thing. This time it was hashtag memory. In each clue there was a hashtag, and you had to remember what each hashtag was. Then you had to put, it's kind of cute actually, the ends of wine barrels, and you had to put like a circle that had either a letter or a hashtag. Then you do the hashtag and then spell out each city you went to in the order that you had been to each city. At this point, on season 28 of The Amazing Race, if you don't know that the last challenge is you have to remember something and you don't have every single thing of every single city memorized, you do not deserve to even win like 1 million post-it notes that says you suck. So everybody knew this. Dana, amazing. She blew through that. You had to spell Cartagena. Again, they couldn't pronounce it, but apparently they can spell it. And I guess at the end of the day, that is the more important thing. So they got it. Got their next clue. They had to find a lake and find the pit stop. Well, finding the lake wasn't as easy as it seemed. They lost more time. And I thought, come on, guys. Come on, Sherry and Cole. Come on, Corey. You can do this. You can beat them. Beat them, please. They didn't beat them. Dana and Matt, you just won $1 million. You fought like devils on a pitchfork. I'm coining that phrase. It didn't matter. You won $1 million. Dana was one of the meanest contestants in the history of The Amazing Race. It doesn't matter. She won $1 million. She said, here is my tattoo of a suitcase full of $1 million. I'm going to be mean as dirt. I'm going to just make my teammate feel like he's the smallest person on the planet. But at the end of the day, we will have a suitcase full of $1 million. And she got it. And then they started dancing at the pit stop on the mat, which I found really weird. They did like a routine as a voiceover of them talked about how great they were. Please watch it. It's odd. But who cares? They're millionaires. And millionaires can be eccentric. So now they can be eccentric because they're millionaires. Or like 680,000 after taxes. Second place, Sherry and Cole. Third place, Tyler and Corey. Tyler and Corey, guys, you know I loved you from the beginning, I loved you in the middle, and I loved you at the end. This was not your day. It all came down to the leap off the building and grabbing that clue because Dana and Matt won that challenge. They won the whole darn thing. So it's the end of the season. I would be counting my $1,000,000 right now. I'd be rolling in it. I would be, I would have gotten like Phil's face and name tattooed on here and here, and I would have every morning kissed Phil and kissed my $1,000,000 every single morning. But I'm still here in an undisclosed location, which may or may not be my mother's house. Um, but 8E's is going to hang on, and Tyler and Corey, you hang on. Sherry and Cole, you really impressed me. You hang on. Neckbeard, I hope your showmance continues because I saw you still had the neckbeard. A lot of crying at the end. These guys didn't hate each other. These celebrities did not hate each other. Impressed with everything. 8E's, we'll see you guys on the circuit. Please follow me. Hashtag 80s. Hashtag she will be vindicated. Hashtag just what a really rad and cool girl. And I'm so glad she did this podcast type thing with the recaps. It's a long hashtag, but it'll fit in a Twitter feed. I checked it out. 80s coming at you for the last time for season 28 of The Amazing Race. Please enjoy the rest of your lives, but also keep watching me because I have so many more funny things to say.